What is Shreyas and Preyas?
Shreyas is the path of the good. It need not be pleasant, but it is good and beneficial. And Preyas is the path of the pleasant, which is initially feels pleasant but leads to negative outcomes. So, between the path of Shreyas and Preyas, man is advised to choose Shreyas because that will lead to his higher good, his own welfare.
How do you know what is Shreyas? Because soldier also kills. Thief also kills.
Then the difference is soldier is killing with a view to protect his own country, and he is doing it for a noble cause.
So therefore, Shreyas is good, Shreyas is bad, is oversimplification. Shreyas is good. How do you decide good? That which does Chinmaya mission this thing. Dharma itself definition is that. Maximum good for maximum people for maximum time. That is Dharma. Otherwise, Rama left a pregnant lady in the lurch. Not even in any ashram. Ashram, she went searching. Asked Lakshmana to live in a particular place. He left and came out. How do you justify as a husband? As a husband to leave a pregnant lady who had been too faithful to him? How do you justify? Right? Which is because dharmas are always relative conflict. That is the problem of Arjuna also. Arjuna said, if I kill these people, I am killing my gurus and elders. As a Kshatriya, I am supposed to kill adharma. So dharma sammola chetaha, baffled by dharma. Two dharmas in clash. It's not Arjuna's instance, it is not Rama's instance. Anytime you and I are deciding anything, it is two dharmas in clash. You understand? Even Shreyas and Preyas are two dharmas. They are in clash. How do you decide? That which does maximum good, that is dharma.
For example, Uncle.
Now our madam has come. Right?
Yom, Uncle.
Yom. Start.
Sure, Uncle. Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham. Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram Ramanarayanam Janaki Vallabham. कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, हम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान आते नहीं, हम मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं. अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम, रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम. कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान खाते नहीं, फिर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं, फिर शबरी के जैसे खिलाते नहीं. अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम. अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम रामनारायणं जानकी वल्लभम. कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं, कौन कहते हैं भगवान नाचते नहीं, गोपियों की तरह हम नचाते नहीं, गोपियों की तरह हम नचाते नहीं। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं, राम नारायणं जानकी वल्लभं। हरि ओम।
हरिसुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरिसुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि केशव हरि गोविंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि केशव हरि गोविंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरिसुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरिसुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। वनमाली मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरिवरधारी, वनमाली मुरलीधारी गोवर्धन गिरिवरधारी, नित नित कर माखन चोरी गोपी मनहारी, नित नित कर माखन चोरी गोपी मनहारी। आओ रे कान्हा रे गोकुल के प्यारे, गाओ रे नाचो रे रास रचाओ रे। आओ रे कान्हा रे गोकुल के प्यारे, गाओ रे नाचो रे रास रचाओ रे। हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि केशव हरि गोविंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि केशव हरि गोविंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम। हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद हरि नारायण हरि ओम।
One more.
Sure, uncle. प्रभु रामचंद्र के दूता हनुमंता आंजनेया, प्रभु रामचंद्र के दूता हनुमंता आंजनेया, हे पवन पुत्र हनुमंता बल भीमा आंजनेया, हे पवन पुत्र हनुमंता बल भीमा आंजनेया, बल भीमा आंजनेया, बल भीमा आंजनेया। जय हो जय हो जय हो आंजनेया, जय हो जय हो जय हो आंजनेया, 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 आंजनेया 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 आंजनेया। प्रभु रामचंद्र के दूता हनुमंता आंजनेया, प्रभु रामचंद्र के दूता हनुमंता आंजनेया, हनुमंता आंजनेया। हरि ओम।
Door of my heart, open wide I keep for thee. Door of my heart, open wide I keep for thee. Will thou come, just for once come to me. Will thou come, just for once come to me. Will my days fly away without seeing you, my Lord? Will my days fly away without seeing you, my Lord? Night and day, I look for thee night and day. Night and day, I look for thee night and day. Door of my heart, open wide I keep for thee. Door of my heart, open wide I keep for thee. Will thou come, just for once come to me. Will thou come, just for once come to me. Will my days fly away without seeing you, my Lord? Will my days fly away without seeing you, my Lord? Night and day, I look for thee night and day. Night and day, I look for thee night and day. Door of my heart, open wide I keep for thee.
Sahana bhavatu, sahano bhunaktu, sahaviryam karavavahai, tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurureva Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Vasudeva Sutam Devam, Kamsacha Muramadhanam, Devaki Paramanandam, Krishnam Vande Jagat. Samasta Jana Kalyani, Nritam Karunam, Namami Chinmayam Devam, Sadguru Brahma. Shraddha, that was the first catchword in Kathopanishad. That's where the whole discussion starts. Shraddha Avivesha. Shraddha entered into Nachiketas. So that is the basis. And what is Shraddha? To have belief in Shastras. What do the Shastras say? If you follow the Shastras, you will be evolving. If you do not follow the Shastras, you will be going down. And necessarily, Shraddha involves faith in karma phala. Do good, you will enjoy punya. Do bad, you will enjoy. But experience doesn't conform to that in the world, material world. So Shraddha is little more than that. Shraddha is to believe there is something beyond all the obvious world, its experiences, its results, and your own understanding, estimation of the results. There's something beyond all that. That is where Shraddha comes. To believe in Punya Papa, to believe in life after death, to believe in a God who manages the entire world. That is where Shraddha comes. So, we should have faith. If you want to follow Dharma, the results being a different dimension altogether, if you want to follow Dharma, you are getting a great reward. A great reward cannot be without a proper price. You want something very great, you have to pay its price. So you want the reward of Dharma, merely I will follow law is not enough. Follow law, there will be several things, obstacles coming, even to follow the law. Number one, even to follow the law, several obstacles coming. That is why three Shantis. Even to follow the path of Dharma or study, three Shantis. Peace from the obstacles of the unknown. Prarabdha, God and all that. Peace from the known. You know certain problems. Peace from within yourself. Your own mind, health and all that. There are several obstacles. All of them are classified into three categories. That is why three Shantis. So it is not so easy to follow Dharma. It's not easy to follow Dharma, but the reward is very high. What is the reward? The reward, they say, are several things, but immediately, in spite of the pain, you will have comfort. In spite of the pain, you will have comfort. You compromise in spite of the comfort. In spite of the comfort, you will be restless. You will be restless. If you follow Dharma, you are not to be afraid of even God. You follow Dharma, you have not to be afraid of even God, of whom all the natural phenomena, the sun, moon, air, everything obeys his laws and are afraid. When you say obey, that means they have fear. Sun dawns at 6 o'clock because he has to follow the rules. Sets in the west, rises in the east, he has to follow the rules. Earth in one day goes around the sun, one circle. There is a rule, there is a calculation. It cannot go differently. Gravitational force. Who put it? Gravitational force. Because of which all the latest physics have developed and all our complete scientific world, the one principle was gravitational force. They are all connected to that. Who put that? Who put that principle there? Who put 98.4 degrees in your body? If it goes 102, 103, you go into delirium. But that is not dangerous. It can be brought down. If it goes to 95, it is dangerous. If 6, 7 go up also, you can bring it down. If it goes down, it is dangerous. Who put all these rules there? BP, diabetes, outside, right? History is not Ramayana, Mahabharata. I am talking about the world history. I am talking about the world history. Can you tell me some evil man has achieved his goal and is remembered by all today? Glorified? Some evil man? Any evil man? History. I am not talking Ramayana. They are also history, itihasas. Itihasa means history. I am asking normal this thing. When the atom bomb was put, it is Einstein who regretted very much. He says, I should have not given this formula of the atom bomb to these people. It has been used for self-destruction. Understand? So therefore, you need to have conviction, because it is not easy to live the life of dharma. You will have several obstacles. Obstacles unknown, known within yourself, within the family, within the office, within the nation. Several obstacles. Not easy. But if you don't follow that law, dharma, you will ruin yourself. That's why I asked, in the history, can you give me one person who has left a lasting name whom everybody worships? Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb. Right?
Hitler.
Hitler.
Adolf Hitler.
Hitler. Correct. Hitler. Right? Who, no reason, if he is a Jew, he is killed. 60 lakh people, I think, killed mercilessly because he was a Jew. Can there be some law like that? Has he become immortal? Not only not immortal, today any politician also behaves differently. They say he's a Hitler. Some human being behaves wrongly, he's a Ravanasura. Right? What did they gain? Okay, what did the Punyatmas gain? See, why I talk like this, bring all sorts of things into discussion, because you have to think and apply in your living. Otherwise, Vedas, Upanishads have no meaning if they are not going to be useful for our living. If they do not give a correct GPS, and if you don't land at the right destination, Vedas, Upanishads are an unnecessary burden. One more burden. Therefore, I am trying to deal with all these things for you to reflect. I have to follow dharma. If I follow dharma, this will happen. But I am seeing following adharma are all very prosperous and famous. You have to think. How prosperous, how famous, is it true they have peace? Do you know? If they have peace, who are making all these things, anybody who is following the adharma path, if they have peace, Why they are running after something more and more all the time and getting into troubles? If they have peace, why are they doing? There is nothing Ravana didn't have. There is nothing Ravana didn't have. Education, culture, arts, devotion, right? Wives, countless. Even a wife like Sita, both Mandodari. Hanuman, when he went and saw in the palace, when Mandodari was, oh, this is Sita Ma, he thought. Because she is exactly like Sita Ma. Right? He had everything. Still, one more, Sita. Because that exact sentence will come in Kathopanishad. Nahi adruvaihi dhruvam prapyate. By finite things, you can never get infinite results. So any number of finites, you cannot get peace. And even peace, is it necessary? Nothing to do with what we are doing. This is all the life I am going through all the time, and these are the questions come, these are the answers I give myself. Even peace is a state of mind. Even peace is a state of mind. Even that is not necessary. It's mind. Then what? I did right. That's all. I don't need anything more reward for that. I do not need any more reward. I did right. That is where Shastras come. Who is to decide what is right and what is wrong? Telling a lie, right or wrong? Wrong. But there is an occasion, there are occasions where Shastra says you must tell a lie. What Krishna did in Mahabharata was, everything was manipulation and lie. Dronacharya was killed, Bhishmacharya was killed, Jayadratha was killed, all by lies. But does anybody, including his critics and foreigners, ever try to directly blame Krishna? Even foreigners, his critics, I have never read anything against Krishna anywhere. Atheists have not said anything. Why? Nothing for himself. Nothing. You have to talk a lie for the greater cause. You must tell a lie. No, not enough. I won't speak a lie. Then you are not a Dharmatma. So, how complicated is Dharma? You don't think it is so easy. But is there a choice? If you want to live up to the dignity of your own being, this is what this beautiful word Gurudev gave me. You should not get angry, not for anything else, for your own dignity. Gurudev told me that. If you want to live up to your own dignity, you should live Dharma. There is no choice. What is Dharma, what is Adharma, you can't decide. I told you one example of telling lie. Valmiki was a dacoit killing everybody for money. Why did he become a great poet? Narada went. Why Narada went to him? Why didn't he go to several Dharmatmas who are struggling in life? They are Dharmatmas struggling. Why didn't they go? Why did he go to Narada? Because Narada is in Valmiki. Why did he go to Valmiki? Valmiki is in such a state that if Narada asks the question and make him realize, he will immediately change. You and I won't change. What you and I will answer, Narada? அதெல்லாம் அந்த காலத்துக்கு சார் இந்த காலத்துக்கு உதவாது சார். His own cook now. It's all right those days. That is the answer we will give. But Valmiki, he asked, why why are you killing all these people? He says, that's the only thing I know. That is the only thing I know. I was in army. I knew to kill the enemies. At one time, one enemy was lying in deathbed. I went to help him. My own country people dismissed me because I went to help him. I had no job. I have to feed my family. I only know killing. Nothing else I know. So I took to that. You understand? Now killing is dharma or adharma. Several things like this. Dharma, there is no choice. If you want to live up to your dignity, if you want to live as a god, there is no choice, but it is neither easy. It's neither easy. You must be prepared to pay the price. Though these things all I knew go through Gurudev. One income tax officer in a Rotary meeting said this, I remember. To be honest, you have to pay the price for that. An income tax officer said in Rotary meeting, if you want to be honest, there is a price for that also. You don't get this thing, he is an honest officer. No, you must be able to pay the price for that. Right? So therefore, Shraddha is necessary for us to live Dharma. Shraddha is necessary to live. And then, I am breaking all controversies. He asked one question, is there something beyond death? And there were several arguments. Some people said, there is nothing beyond a Charuvaka. Right? There's nothing beyond it. Some people said, yes, he has gone there, Yamadharma, so he should know. If that is all he has asked, the question cannot be put in a different way, which is going to come now. Because he has got only one vara. One vara, you cannot put 5 questions. Only one question. So that question only is modified. Anyatra dharmat, anyatra adharmat. Other than dharma and adharma. Anyatra krutacha, akrutacha, cause and effect. Anyatra bhutacha, bhavyacha. Other than past and future. I don't want you to read the books in the library and tell me, Yettat pashyasi tadvada. What you are seeing, you tell me. 7-year-old boy attacking Yamadharmaraja. Question is different than the original. How can he change? That means there should be some connection. We have to see. There should be some, we'll see. Last Bhagavatam onwards, I have changed my style. I take the last page and start the class. Because everybody is interested in the last page of the novel. What happens to the hero and heroine? You understand? So, 2 questions, apparently different. We have to see the connection. Answers. 2 answers. Shreyas and Preyas, he said. He started saying. And then he says, Om. He says, Om. Now there should be connection between the 2. There should be also connection between Dharma, Adharma question and Shreyas and Preyas. Would I be able to do all that in this class? I have put this thing to this class. Maximum another 7 classes. It will be over. Can I do? And even if I do, it is useful, whether it is useful, because we have all been talking all the time. All these questions I am raising, you have to think and make them bring the answers to yourself. Take the help of the text. Take the help of the text. But without these questions, asking and finding answers, without these questions, asking and finding answers, reading textbooks, you can do many things better than that. You can do many things better than that. You know what you and I are missing now because of the class? World men's hockey game is going on. You are missing. If this is not going to be useful, better we see that. And you see, a lot of people have not come to the online class today, though offline is little extra. Online, why? They must be seeing the match. I'm not joking. It is not like that. Everybody has some reason. Everybody has some reason. Because we get only the selected people. We don't get a crowd. Selected people. I'm just joking. You can do better things if you're not going to get the benefit in this life. While you are living, if Shastras are not going to give you the benefit of living, you better do something else. Why waste time? Speculate time on something beyond this life, on mere hearsay. No, you are not living for that. If you are living for something beyond this life, then it is useful. You are not living that. If you are living only, it is useful. So for that, you have to thoroughly think over, make these thoughts your own. And see, anytime we start Vedanta, you start with two goals, dharma, adharma, two means, two goals, two means, comparison between the material life and spiritual life. All the time we start like this. Anybody start like this. Anybody has to start. Why? Why waste? You are asked to talk about something beyond. Why are you wasting time? Because only with reference to this you can understand that. Only with reference to this, your life has to be shown as a mirror. Your life has to be shown as a mirror. Right. And that is where Yamadharmaraja explains the different goals and says, Nachiketa, you are a young boy, you choose the right thing. I was a fool. He says that. I was a fool. I took this Yamadharmaraja post. Hiranyagarbha Kramamukti. I'm caught in this, all the time dealing with dead people. You are so intelligent. Right? Why? He compares. He compares. That's why I said I always talk the last page and then come to the text. Yeah, now I go to the text. So, this subject being the subject talking about something beyond, what do you mean by beyond? Beyond the known. beyond the known. What is known to us is all with qualities. Anything with quality you can know. Therefore, if something is beyond this, it is beyond qualities. What is beyond qualities? The 6 pramanas, pratyakshas, directly seeing. You can't see something which is beyond qualities. Anumana. There is smoke, there should be fire. Yatra yatra dhumaha, tatra tatra vakni. There should be fire. Anumana. Similarly, arthapati. I don't eat these days, but the man is growing fat. That means he is eating in the night. Ardhapati. Right? Upamana. Oh, he is like Ravana. You get the knowledge, He is like Ravana. Upamana. Anupalabdhi. Anupalabdhi, something which is not available, also is useful to give knowledge. Give knowledge. Oh, you are struggling for something. You are struggling for something which is not there, like the horns of the man. Man doesn't have horns. So, even that which is not there also becomes a way to understand. But the highest truth, which is abstract, has no boundaries, no qualities, cannot be understood by any of these methods. But it is there, alone there everywhere. I don't see. Somebody has to say, this is that. This is that. Because that alone is there. This is that. What? This world is like that. I don't see God. Then he has to explain what he means this and what he means that. You understand? What he means this, what he means that. First statement he has to make, then elaborate. This man has to reflect and feel that truth what he said. This is that in him. So, Sravana, listen. Manana, reflection. Nididhyasana, experience. So this pramana means of knowledge. I told you, pratyaksha is a pramana, anumana, arthapati, upamana, all these pramanas. And the pramana that can reveal yourself to yourself, which is labeled as God, is Shabda Pramana, words. Words. Tattvamasi. The Guru says, how can I be that? I am a stupid fellow all the time being bullied by everybody. Being bullied by everybody. God is all powerful who bullies everybody. How can I be that? Then the Guru says, remove all your concepts of you and God. What is common, what is cannot be removed is you. Prajnanam Brahma. I am Atma Brahma. Mahavakyas. Right? So, to know this is only Shabda Pramana. To know this is only Shabda Pramana. Shabda Pramana means teaching. Means a guru and a sishya. So the qualifications of a guru, everybody can't become a guru. Somebody is all the time established in that experience, but he can't be a guru because you need to convey your experience to others. Shastra Jnana you need. Shrotriyaha Brahmanistaha. He alone can be guru. Student. Gurudev says, telephones. Somebody must have done in America, foreigner. Hi, Guru, because he heard the word. Hi, Guru, Can you tell me what is this Brahman? Because he has heard words on telephone. Huh? Can we talk to that man? Will it work? Even come here. There are several people. I have put this question to everybody, including Mahaperiyava. He couldn't answer. That is his satisfaction. Nobody can answer my question. If somebody answers, his ego is gone. Can you explain to those people? So student also needs qualifications. What is that? Viveka, capacity to discriminate. Vairagya, capacity to detach from all unwanted rubbish. Shama, quietude of the mind. Dhamma, control of the senses. Uparama, conservation of the peace that you have gained. Titiksha, capacity to endure. Shraddha, faith. Samadhana, equanimous mind. These are the mumukshotvam, a burning desire to be liberated, qualifications of a student. That is where up to now the theme is developed to show us what type of student is Nachiketas and what type of guru is Yamadharmaraj. You understand? If you cannot connect all this to this type of thing which is not explained here, or in any book, they can't all put all the things at one place. It's not possible. You don't do your reflection. You won't get the best results. You will only repeat. Like a parrot, one more burden on our head. So, he says, you will now understand why this topic. Na narena avarena proktaha yesha suvigneyo bahuda chintyamanaha ananya prokte gatiratra nasti aniyan ki atarkyam anupramanat. Anupramanat, it is subtle. What is gross and what is subtle? What is immediately seen clearly is gross, ice. Not so clear, but can be seen, water. Even more difficult is vapor. Gross occupies a limited space. Concrete, you can see. Subtle, you cannot see, but pervasiveness is more. So according to the definition of God, He is all-pervading. So He is the subtlest. You cannot see at all. You cannot see at all. Anupramana. Therefore, nahi suvigneyaha, he can't be easily known. And bahuda chintyamanaha, several people talk about him in several ways. You also can think about him in several ways. In several ways. Several people thought about him several ways. You also many times think about him in several ways. Therefore, it has to be learnt only by somebody who teaches. Who is that? Who has bought some book, like Swamiji says, on the railway platform and read it. He says, I read all the Upanishads. That man can't teach. Na narena avarena. Not by an inferior intellect. Not by an inferior intellect. Prokta eva suvigneyaha bahuda chintyamanaha. And what is that man? Ananya prokte gatiratra nasti. Unless it is told by somebody who is non-dual, there is no other way to learn that. There are three explanations by the grace of Sri Shankaracharya given to us. All of them are given by our Gurudev. Right? This Ananya, non-dual, he is the man who teaches is not different from what he is teaching, Brahman. He is Brahman. Only one who is Brahman can teach. Otherwise, he doesn't know what he is talking. Only one who has experienced can talk. He is not different from Brahman. He is not different from the teaching also, because teaching itself is Brahman. Teaching itself is not different from the teaching either. Right? And is not different from the student. The Guru and Shishya, Guru and Brahma same, Guru and teaching is same, Guru and student also is same. And let us see, Swamiji has given some more. Atman is taught by a preceptor who is free from the notion of duality and thus become one with the absolute goal, Brahman. When the Atman, which is none other than the disciple, his own self, not different from the disciple. Word gatihi, like passage, then the meaning, when the Atman not distinct from the self has been taught, there shall be no other traveling, no more traveling. We may take the words as ananya proktaha agatihi. If somebody who is not different from Brahman, not different from student, unless somebody teaches agatihi, there is no goal at all. So, that is the introduction I gave, that Shruti Pramana. Only Shruti Pramana means Guru. What type of Guru? Not different from God, not different from teaching, not different from student. Non-dual, one reality. Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. One who knows Brahman becomes Brahman. And how can you teach without knowing Brahman? If you have to talk about Brahman, you have to know. So once you know Brahman, you know you are that Brahman. You are that Brahman. Na esha tarkena mati apaneyaha proktan yenaiva sugnanaya prestha yam tvam apaha satya dhruti vatasi tvadrumno bhuya nachiketa prastha. Na esha tarkena, by logics, you cannot prove this, because logics can only prove what has qualities. Logic cannot prove something beyond qualities, because logic is intellect. Logic is intellect. Intellect is cause effect. Intellect is cause effect. So something beyond cause effect, beyond the intellect, beyond logic, and therefore Prokta unless told, Sugnanaya Presta, it cannot be known. Yam Tomapaha Satya, and you are so firm and you were resolved to gain this. You are so firm on this, such a truth, to get it. You are not compromising. How I wish I get one more Nachiketa, he says. He really says, Tvandrumno bhuya Nachiketaha prastha, like you. How I wish I get another questioner. Somebody who can question. The teacher is lost in admiration for the student. And now he compares himself and encourages Nachiketa. Says, you are such an intelligent man. Why I asked I should get one more like you? Because I have been a stupid fellow. He says, Janami aham shevadihi iti anityam nahi adhruvaihi prapyatehi dhruvam tat. This you must underline and remember this. Adhruvaihi dhruvam na prapyate tataha maya nachiketa nachiketas Nachiketa chito agnihi anityai dravyai praptavanasmi nityam. Janami ahi, I knew Shevadihi through wealth, anityam, which is impermanent. I cannot get the absolute because adhruvaihi dhruvam na prapyate. Adhruvaihi, that which is not firm, that which is not firm, non-eternal. Firm means that which is non-eternal. Dhruvaihi, firm, that means eternal. You can't get something eternal through some non-eternal means. I knew this. But what a stupid, I have chosen Nachiketa Agni, that means that fire ritual, to come to this Yama's position. To this Yama's position. You are so intelligent, I offered you many things, you have rejected all of them summarily. But I got caught into that. What is that position that Nachiketas rejected? He is explaining Hiranyagarbha position. Hiranyagarbha. Kamasyaptim jagateh pratistam kratoho ananyam abhayasya param stomam mahadurugayam pratistha društva dhrutya dhiraha nachiketaha atyasrachi. Having seen that, dhiraha, the wise Nachiketas, atyasrachi, you have rejected all that, transcended. What does it reject? All that, the end of all desires. Means what? You have found fulfillment. Every desire can give you something, but gives you some more inadequacy. Some more inadequacy. But if there is some desire, after which there is no desire, that is the end of desires. Fulfillment. You understand? I like ice cream. If ice cream gives you joy, fulfillment, you should not ask for the second time ice cream because it has given you fulfillment. Again you want an ice cream. That means it gives you joy while you are taking it for 2 minutes. Right? So therefore, that is the end of desires, and this is the support of the universe. These desires, this type of yajnas, yagas, they are needed, otherwise the universe will not move. You also need them. And it is the other shore where there is no fear. Relatively, when you go to Krama Mukti, there is no body. Therefore, there is no disease, decay, death and all that. There is no fear. That itself is not a goal. You need some positive joy. No fear is, you don't have fear is all right. But is that enough? I need fullness. Stomam, praiseworthy, Mahadurugayam, which is all pervading, Pratishtham, the support of the universe, abode of the soul, Drutva, Drutya, with a firm resolve, Dhiraha, the wise one, the brave one, Nachiketaha, Atyasrakshi. You have rejected all this. That is, these are the things what Yamada Maharaj says, I was caught. But you rejected all that. You have rejected all that. Tam durdarsham godam anupravishtam guhahitam gakvareshtam puranam adhyatma yogadi gamena devam matvadiru harsha shoko jahati. And then what is the thing I should see? If I have to reject Hiranyagarbha, what is it? I should see. Tam durdarshan. that which cannot be seen easily. Gudham, hidden. Anupravistam, you can't enter. Guhahitam. What is the point in telling all that if I can't get it? No, Guhahitam. It is hidden in your own heart. It's hidden in your own heart. Gahvarestam. Amidst all this rubbish. Gahvarestam. These are various filthy things. Not only body. Our dirty thoughts. Who is illumining those dirty thoughts? Same Brahman. He only pushes the vasanas, those dirty thoughts, and he only supports, and he only reveals. He is with all the dirty things. Gahvarestam, Puranam, beyond time, Adhyatma Yoga. How to know him? Through the Adhyatma Yoga meditation. Through meditation you can know. What do I get if I know that? You go beyond joy and sorrow. Sir, I don't want it. You say you go beyond sorrow, I don't mind. You say go beyond joy and sorrow. What for I need it? What for I need it? Because they are not two different things. The sorrow that you have has only come because of your preference to your joy. Because you prefer a joy, absence of it, opposite of it gives you sorrow. They are not two different things. Right? And both are fleeting, not even permanent. That joy also. Each time I enjoy an ice cream, my vasana for ice cream is reinforced. My vasana doubles. My agitation for ice cream increases. Harsha. So that harsha is the reason for shoka. Don't tell harsha. Right? That harsha is the reason for shoka. Go beyond that. Going beyond what for what? You get that which is not harsha, which gives you shoka, that which is absolute bliss. Which is absolute bliss, where the relative joys and sorrows are not there. That is the state you should see. Yetat shrutva samparigruhya matyah pravyuhya dharmam anumetamapya samodate modaniyam yalabdava vivrutam sadma nachiketa sammanye. What is that? Beyond harsha and shoka, I told you. But now he is telling modaniyam yalabdava. That what you can revel permanently. Having got that, bliss absolute. Modaniyam, what you can revel permanently, labdva, having got it, he revels, modate, vivritam sadma nachiketasam, that abode, that goal, Nachiketas, for you it is wide open. He is going on talking about various introductions. I asked a question in 120, first chapter 20. There itself 9 verses have gone. Here now 13 verses have gone. Come to the point. Nachiketa is restless. He puts the question in a different way. Anyatra dharmat, anyatra adharmat, anyatra krutat akrutatcha, anyatra bhutatcha bhavyatcha, yattat pashyasi tatvada. First question he asked, Eyam prete vikitche, that having gone beyond the death, some people say there is something, some people say there is nothing, and now question is different. Dharma, adharma means duality. Duality means death, because death of the previous condition is the birth of the present condition. Dharma, adharma. You cannot think of dharma without thinking of adharma. Why dharma is there? To control adharma. Otherwise, why do you need dharma? So adharma first, then only dharmas. Right? Why do you need dharma? Western author, somebody has written also, these disciplines, these rules have been written by the rich people only to enslave the poor people. Dharma, some Western author has written like this. So Dharma is there to eliminate adharma. So they will always be there. I may take a few minutes more, but I have to finish this at least today. Nehru has gone to a party in England. He had a best friend, Baldev Singh or something like that. He used to wear all the time socks, stinking socks. So Nehru bought him half a dozen socks and gave him. Said, tomorrow party, don't wear those socks, wear this new socks and come. And when the party, Nehru was sitting by, still stinking. He said, I gave you the new socks. Still why it is? Sir, I know you won't believe me, so I bought the old socks to show you. You understand? I know you won't believe me, so I bought the old socks to show you. So these dharma and adharma can never be separated. All the time, when you say of dharma, you only have to think of adharma. Conflict. Krutat, akrutatcha, cause and effect. Again relative. Again relative. Even today they are not able to decide. Tree came from the seed or seed came from the tree. Tree came from the seed or seed came from the tree. Chick, has come from egg or egg has come from the chick. Even today they are not able to decide whether the son is the mother or father or the son of the son. If the son is not born, where are they mother or father? It is the son that made them mother or father. These questions have not been resolved even today, cause and effect. Right? Relative, duality. I want something beyond that, where there is no doubt. Bhutacha bhavyacha. All the time in the world, you talk only either something gone or something coming. Can you talk something which is not gone, which is not coming? Can you talk something or even introduce yourself without reference to your past biodata or future ambitions? You can't. But I want that, because that is the truth, which is in between. Which is in between. I want that. I want that which is beyond relatives, dharma, adharma, intellectual concepts, cause and effect. And then bhuta, bhavya, time. Time and mind are all same. Time, space, mind. Means all changing phenomena, all death. All changing phenomena. Changing phenomena is death. That's what he asked in the beginning. Yayam prete, beyond death, is there something? So the question is same. Then why did he put? Because you scholars have been arguing differently about my first question. So I made it clear what I meant by death. What I meant by death is not physical death. Death of the ego, death of the phenomena of change. The principle of death. The principle of death. So that is the question. And now Yamadharmaraja says, okay, the boy is in a hurry. He cut short when I am talking and asks the question. He is impatient. I cannot anymore delay. So he says, I will tell you briefest. Briefest, you are in such a hurry. If I talk more, I think you will do something harm to me. I will tell you briefest. Sarve Veda yat padamamananti. All the Vedas talk about which goal? Tapasya sarvani. yadvadanti. Yeah. Sarve Veda yat padam amananti. That goal, all the Vedas talk about. Tapansi sarvani chayad vadanti. For which sake all the disciplines are followed, tapas and austerities are followed. Yet Ichanto brahmacharyam charanti. Wanting what? People walk in the path of brahmacharya. Brahmachari. Brahmachari is not marrying. Brahmachari, one is walking in the path of Brahman. All of rishis were married. Some of them married more than once. You understand? Yadichanto brahmacharyam charanti. Tatte padam sangrahena pravivi. That goal, what you wanted, in short, I will tell you. How short it is? One letter. Om. What you asked is Om. Tatte padam, that goal, padam, word, goal. Swamiji says there are double-digit meanings for padam. Goal, path, word. Right? So that padam I will tell you, it is Om. What you asked. Right? Etadevaksharam Brahma, etadevaksharam Param, etadevaksharam Jnatva, yo yadichasi tasya tate. This Akshara, how do you say this is the highest some letter Om? It will be explained. Next class, 29th, is an auspicious day. Right? Etadevaksharam, this letter, Param, is the highest. Also, Brahma. Brahma here, which is immortal. Etadavaksharam, there two meanings for Brahma. I will talk all that next class. Etadevaksharam Jnatva, having known this word, Om, yo yadichasi, that's that. Whatever he wants, he will be that. What are these two? This is Saguna Brahman also. This is Nirguna Brahman also. Om Avuma. It is, you see, Om, you can see, Swamiji sometimes is only put as Om. Pratika, idol. Pratika, idol, that which is seen. Saguna Brahma. It's Nirguna Brahma also, because what is Om? Sound disturbed is Avuma. Silence disturbed is Avuma. Sorry, not sound. Silence disturbed is Avuma. So what is essentially Avuma? Silence only. So it is Nirguna Brahma. Avuma, Saguna Brahma. Silence, which is called Turiyat. Right? Chaturdham Manyante, Mandukya Upanishad says. That which is fourth, not the three, Avuma, the fourth. Right? That is Nirguna Brahma. Om is both Saguna Brahma and Nirguna Brahma. That is why I said, in short, I will tell you, because if I only tell something, you will say, this I don't understand Nirguna Brahma. If I say Saguna, this is all Saguna Brahma, you will say. So I have to say both. And that is Om. What is that? Tomorrow, next class, we will see. Om Purnamada, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Harihi Om, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you.